Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be sending the hardest lines at my local bike park. So first off, I got a couple things, a few things in the mail, got some bars, grips and chain, but you'll see those in a later video. But today we're going to be installing these onto my Polygon. This is probably like one of the first upgrades to the bike other than the pedals, but saw these are made 100% from recycled product. They're partnered with ODI grips, so thought it was a cool brand to support. So first off, let's chuck these on. Alright, so first thing, gonna take off these old grips. These haven't been too bad. I've ridden them for about a year now. They seem to still be holding on pretty fine. But they're kind of like a weird two-piece different molding grip, so it's going to be good to go to something a bit newer. But I might chuck these on the budget bike. So if you guys have been following that series, then I'll try to get the next video out that we're going to do a few upgrades, so pretty excited for those. Alright, let's get these ones. Alright, and the other one. Alright, so I'm super stoked on how these grips feel. I'll chuck a link in the description on where to get them. Super cool company to support. It's not sponsored or anything, just thought it would be a cool product to try out. Really good feel, 100% recycled product, so good for the environment, good for me. So kind of worried, looks like some dark clouds rolling in all around. So I'm hoping we're going to miss the rain a little bit, but first thing I want to do is go for a warm-up ride. Just do like a 15-minute loop just to get fresh, because we're going to do some big sends after that. Alright, so I'm all set up to ride. I'm going to switch over to the GoPro now so I can take you guys along with me on the trails, and we'll do a bit of a warm-up. So we made it back from the warm-up, and it's bloody pouring down now, which sucks because I'm not sure if I'll be able to film because of the camera gear getting wet. And these sketchy lines might be a lot harder to do in the rain. Might have to call it a day and come back tomorrow and finish this off. Alright, so we're back at Oropi and it's actually super sunny now, so we can get back on with today's video and send these massive jumps. So I've already gone for a warm-up today, so I'm all fresh to go. Did a couple trails, new entry trail, did the Pines Loop again, and then over to hit Grim Reaper Trail, which I have done a full course preview on that as well. So alright, now I'm going to get ready and we're going to head down to our first hardest line. Alright, so we're at our first hardest line. This is the first drop on a trail called Ladder Drop, and it's pretty much like in the trail's name. So there's this sketchy ladder drop, rolls off into the bank. But what makes this super technical is that not many people ride it. So first off, it's like always kind of overgrown. Second off, this run-in, gee, you just come straight down, and then the track kind of splits because of the B-lines, which makes it really technical. Also, there's not much of a drop-off. You kind of land pretty harsh and then you gotta quickly flick it into a right-hander. That's why this one's pretty difficult. So we're gonna give it a go. Alright, dropping in. So I only just was able to hold on to that one. It's so hard to line up. You come around blind, but then you gotta hook it to like the inside line, so you make it onto the bridge, but it's really greasy and slick in here, so pretty stoked to hold on to that one. I'd say that's one of the harder lines for the start of a trail around Oropi, so if you want to hit a ladder drop, be prepared to send it straight off the rip. So next off, we're gonna carry on further down this trail to the second hard line. So we're currently further down ladder drop trail, and we're at our second hard line for this track or this area, and found another big step down. So takeoff's up here, you come all the way down into the chute, and then it spits you out into a berm down the back. So this is the view from the top. You come, there's plenty of run ups, but you come pacing through here, and then you got kind of like a blind takeoff, and then you can see the landing after, and it shoots you down there. There is like a smaller drop, which is probably even harder because you got to swing around the outside, and then when you land you got to like turn back in. Find it easier just to go straight off, and then the hard bit is trying to slow down for the berm at the bottom. So this is the view from down below, hitting it down there, and then into the chute where there's like a few little step downs that kind of make it hard to brake because you're in the air. So you have to commit into this berm at the bottom and kind of just rail it. Haven't hit this one too many times. Always get nervous before sending it just because you come in with so much speed. You don't stop till you're at the bottom, so let's give it a run. Alright, dropping in. Always over the berm. So that one was super gnarly. Probably went a lot slower than I should have, just because I didn't want to overshoot and land super deep in here and like G out. Polygon only just takes that one, because yeah, it's pretty gnarly if you come in full pace. And I ran over the berm again. It's so hard to commit to that berm because you're coming in so blind. Probably should practice this run a lot more. But next off, we're going to head to the other side of the bridge and go to a very gnarly technical section that I really struggle with. Alright, I'm at the third hardest line at Oropi Bike Park, and this time we're doing a tech section. This is the, I'm going to say the gnarliest technical bit in the forest, for me anyway. It's just the super steep section that you start from the top and there's no way you can pretty much slow down enough, and then you come flying through here, drop down into this low line, and then it follows through into a jump. Tried to do this line cleanly heaps of times, but I always seem to get stuck on a line up there, so hopefully today we can figure that out. This is a good trail to practice to get more confident at riding tech in steep areas. It's just so difficult because you're on the brakes and it still feels like you're going too far. Such an unreal feeling. So we walk our way to the top and we'll see if we can drop in. So this is the bit that I usually struggle on the most, is jumping off this low line. That when you drop in, you got to swing wide because you come with so much speed, and then you want to hop on this line to get up here to swing around because it's too steep to go on the inside. You end up just getting crossed up around this tree, and struggle just with committing to jumping over that line because it's so slick. Front wheel just washes. Unreal how steep. Camera's probably not doing it justice, but it's definitely one of the steepest lines that I've ever ridden. And what adds to making it even more difficult is you drop into it from a even steeper section just up here. So you drop in and then you're hooking it in with all the speed around the outside, and then you just got to hold on to the bottom. Alright, dropping in. This one's scary. Oh shit. Alright, went way offline there. Came on the wrong side of the tree down there, so this time I'm going to have to just hook it more to the inside so I can rail that way and not keep going straight. Alright, steepest track, take 2. Man, I'm nervous. High line. Alright, so I was a bit clean of that run, but it's still messed up trying to get onto this high line. You just have to commit with more speed than I'm comfortable with. So I managed to skip up over, but my back wheel was low. I got caught on the wrong side of these, because you need to kind of hop high to be able to drop in. Just wasn't ready for that commitment. Alright, it's take 3 trying to ride this hard line. So we can commit our way to the bottom. Alright, drop on this high line. Nah, not today. Alright, so we're not going to be able to get this on today. It's too slick and I'm just not confident enough. Definitely be back here to practice some more. Throw down in the comments if you have hit this line. Give me some tips maybe, because I really want to commit to get through, but I'm struggling. But we're going to head to our final hard line, and it's a pretty big step down. Alright, so we're at our 4th and final hard line for today at Oropi Mountain Bike Park. Saved the hardest for last because we got this big step down into a landing. So you come along up the top and then you drop into this landing and boost around, little tabletop to finish. But what makes this super hard is how blind it is from the top. You can barely see where you're running off to. And it's a pretty decent gap. So you drop in up there and the landing's all the way down here. So we're at the top now, and I'll show you guys this run-in that we have. Pretty much roll along this trail and then it just drops down onto a low line, and then you got to take off onto that step down. So the trick with this takeoff is you want to kind of take off a bit early, just so you can hook it into more of the middle patch of this landing, so you can still stay on that main line. If you hit it too far straight on, you end up going into the trees, so it's a problem. Alright, hit this one before anyone comes, because you're dropping into another jump line. Crazy because I'm more confident on this than just steep tech. Good speed. Man, so stoked to hit that one. It feels unreal. Come with so much speed, and then you get so much pump when you hit this landing so fast. Now I just need to work on my technical stuff because I got all the jumps and stuff down. So, but that was the hardest, riding the hardest lines at Oropi. So throw down in the comments if there is some harder lines here that I might have missed, and maybe I should give those a go. Alright, we're back up at the car park now, knackered after today's ride. Good couple hours out in the forest. Hope you guys liked today's video, sending these big gnarly features. Like to do more of these videos, like maybe Rotorua, and hopefully travel up to Auckland and stuff. But now we gotta get back on the grind because we've got some races coming up. Keep training, keep getting better, keep improving the bike. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, comment, and see you guys in the next one.